The second question I get asked is, will it work for me? So you're looking at an online business, a way to work from home for yourself, a side hustle, whatever it might be. Maybe you want to replace your income like I have and just not have a job anymore. So will it work for me? Well, first of all, are you teachable? Are you willing to learn? If you're actually wanting to get out of your current life, it means something needs to change. Okay? Remember Einstein said you can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. So will it work for me? Well, are you going to put in the effort to learn something new? Are you going to put in the effort to do what the business needs? Are you going to listen to advice? Are you open-minded? Are you on a mission and nothing can stop you? So you've decided, as an example, that you want to leave your job. It's just like, had enough. I don't want to be working for someone else anymore. You've decided that, so don't let anyone stop you then. People will do things to deter you, but you need to be completely focused on what you want and then find a way to get it. That's what happened for me. So I burnt out in my corporate career. I wanted to find something where I work from home so that I can be a full-time mum. I still earn my 6 figures, but I work less hours, and I love what I do. I used to commute a few hours a day. I used to travel interstate every week. There was so much pressure, not nice people, so many demands, goalposts moved, stress. I didn't want that. And I was also doing something like working in the industry where I just felt I was not contributing to the world. Every day I'd be like, how is this making the world a better place? How is this helping people? I wanted to do something where I'm actually helping people and feel like I'm contributing to the world and people's lives and making a difference. So it means I needed to find a way. I had very clear goals, but then I needed to find a way. I've looked at a lot of businesses and I continue to look at a lot of businesses because I like to know what's out there and pretty much how people are deceiving others. I find it very disturbing, the amount of misleading information that's out there. So first of all, just get clear on what you want. Now, even though I found lots of different things that just didn't stack up, I knew there must be a way. I'm just like, look, as long as I keep looking, surely I'll find something. It took me a while. It took a few months, and finally I found one business, which is the business I do now, that stacks up. It's clear cut, it's upfront, it's transparent, it's real people. I love it. So get clear on what you want and then start looking. If you want to streamline that process and don't waste a lot of time like I did, book up a time with me. Let's have a strategy call. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you're looking for. Let's have a strategy call. The link will be in the comments. So I have this guide on how to choose a profitable business. And I also have a lot of this covered in videos on my channel. Okay, so if you want to fast track it, book up a time with me. If you want to take the slow road, look at my other videos or get this guide. Okay, so let's say you've found a potential solution. So you've got some questions. Hopefully you've found a real person to answer your questions, to do your due diligence on it. So let's say you've done that. So the question was, will it work for me? Well, only you can answer that, okay? You've looked at it. For me, I look at the maths. I look at the figures. So when you look at it, can you see this works? Number 1, this works. Number 2, it will work for me. You're the only one who can say yes to those things. So if it's going to work for you, that means you obviously need to follow a system. There's most probably training and support in place. Are you being taught by people who have walked the talk? It's not just theory, it's actually people who are successful in the business. Are you willing to follow the system? Be careful about the system. There's plenty of businesses around. They have systems, they have training and support, but I can tell you I've done them and they didn't work. So multi-level marketing as an example. Multi-level marketing requires usually hundreds and thousands of people because you're earning a very small percentage on a large amount of business. So you need a big network of people to earn that money. Affiliate marketing is the same. I wanted something clear cut. So with the business I do, I can clearly see this is what I need to do to earn 10K a month. It's just so clear cut. There's no complex systems, no complex figures. It's just clear cut. The training is exceptional. And there's a real person like me to talk to. So let's say you've found a business. So will it work for me? Well, it depends. Are you going to put in the time and effort? Are you going to follow the system? Are you committing to it for a certain period of time? Like you're not just going to quit after a week or a month or 2 months or 3 months, okay? Anything worthwhile takes time to set it up. First of all, you need to learn everything. It takes time to set up some momentum. For me, it only took me about 10 days to set up the core things of my business. And that was just doing a few hours a day because my brain doesn't comprehend very much. So I could only learn a certain amount per day. And online business completely new to me. So I had no idea about anything to do with any of it. I set it up within 10 days, the basics. And then I feel like the first 3 months was a blur. Like I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just followed the training and I'd put it into action. So, the key thing is don't expect to get results overnight. You're learning something new. You're stepping out of your comfort zone most probably. And we learn by doing, we learn by trying. The only way to know if something works is usually to do it. So I'm talking about, say, advertising or social media posts or things like that. Like you don't know. I've come up with some brilliant ideas. Like I thought they were astounding. And just, like a post, I'm like, I'm so excited about this concept. I'm going to put it in a post. And it was a complete flop. So, you don't know until you try. But anyway, you need to be willing to put in the time to learn, to get to the point of where you're confident, and then put the business system into place. Like do whatever you need to do on a daily basis or a weekly basis for your business to be successful. Set aside the time to do it. Set aside the bandwidth and the brain space to do that, and make sure you do it. But don't do it for just 1 week or 1 month. Like seriously, maybe 6 to 12 months. It depends on the business model. This business model that I do, so basically in my 6th month was my first 10K profit month. And then once I did that, I realized I was limiting myself. So I set bigger goals and I broke through all the different limiting beliefs and everything I have, just thanks to the personal development. Just again, see my channel, personal development, so life-changing. So 6 months to 10K. And then I set bigger goals and have achieved more in a month than some people have earned in a year, basically. But you need to actually give yourself the time. You actually need to dedicate yourself to what your goal is. What is your dream? What is your mission? Is it seriously big enough for you to overcome any challenges, any setbacks, any hurdles to get it? Mine was. There's no way I wanted to go back to a job. As I said, I wanted to be a full-time mum like my precious mum was. I didn't want to work a job again ever. Even if I didn't have a child, there's no way I wanted to work a job again. I didn't want the long hours. I didn't want the demands. I didn't want the pressure, the stress. I didn't want people telling me what I was worth. I wanted to be free of all of that. I wanted to take control of my life. I have no one telling me what to do and when to do it. I want to be working with people who are responsible for themselves. They've got their goals. They've got their mission. They're willing to do something about it. They're willing to take action. I will be there to guide you. I will be there to answer your questions, but I'm not your boss. I'm not your motivator. You want your goals, you go for them. Find a system that works and go for it. And don't give up too soon. Don't set unrealistic goals, unrealistic expectations. You know for yourself if you believe it. But just walk your own road at your own pace. What your plan is, what your goals are, what your time schedule is. We get what we believe. So if you think you need to work on what you believe about yourself and what you're worthy of, again, go to my channel, subscribe, you'll get a notification every Monday of a new video. They're to do with personal growth, breaking through, transformation, online business, choosing a business, side hustle success, all sorts of stuff like that. So go to my channel, I'll see you there. If you want to be the entrepreneur of your life, you can be. It's completely your choice. If you want to be the one who's calling the shots in your life, you can be. It's your choice. Now, I know when we're working a job or we feel like we're hemmed in and we've got lots of stress and commitments and we're overwhelmed, it's hard to believe that. But at least today you can take the first step to actually breaking out of that and breaking free of it. I have a free guide called the 5 Steps to Entrepreneurial Freedom. Now, this is about breaking free, designing your life. So go to brilliantunstoppableyou.com and get the guide. Go through the exercises. Absolutely transform and start dreaming again and living the life that you want, the life that you love. So will it work for me? Number 1, you need to choose a business or side hustle that stacks up. Number 2, do you believe it will work for you? Number 3, are you willing to do what's required or are you going to quit?